Barry Weiss wasn't just a face on Storage Wars. He was its beating heart, a silver-haired showman who rolled up to auctions in gleaming vintage rides, fingerless gloves flashing, and a roguish smirk that promised adventure. Unlike the profit-hungry pack, Barry didn't chase dollars. He hunted stories, treating each storage unit like a pirate's chest brimming with secrets. A creaky jukebox wasn't a quick flip. It was a portal to a bygone era's melodies. A dusty comic stash or chipped vase sparked tales of forgotten artisans, his eyes twinkling like a kid unwrapping gifts. Already a produce mogul with a fortune in his pocket, Barry bid for the thrill, not survival, gambling on oddball lockers others snubbed, passing on sure bets if they didn't stir his soul. Fans adored his knack for turning a box of moldy books into a saga of lost authors or a rickety chair into a lesson on craftsmanship. His deep knowledge of antiques, vintage toys, rare coins, retro signs, delivered with a reverence that felt sacred. After 4 seasons, he slipped away quietly, no tantrums or producer spats, just a choice to close that chapter like shelving a cherished novel. He dove back into his loves, restoring classic cars, scouring flea markets, chasing quests without camera crews. He'd pop up in interviews or cameo gigs, that infectious grin and zest intact, living the free-spirited life fans imagined. But in 2019, fate slammed the brakes. A catastrophic motorcycle crash in Los Angeles left him battered, with crushed ribs, shattered legs, and internal injuries that turned the invincible treasure hunter into a hospital-bound fighter. Recovery was a slog. Multiple surgeries, months of rehab, hands that once sifted through relics relearning to grip, legs that strutted auction floors relearning to step. For a man who thrived on motion, the stillness was agony. But Barry's spirit, that same spark that lit up Storage Wars, carried him through, treating healing like a new hunt, one patient day at a time. When he resurfaced, fans rejoiced, his humor sharp, his smile warm. Though his stride was cautious, his words more reflective, the crash leaving scars but not dimming his fire. Dave Hester, the brash YUP maestro, was the guy you loved to loathe, a swaggering auction shark who'd outbid rivals by $1 just to flex, his booming catchphrase echoing like a taunt. He lived for the clash, craving the best locker, the fattest profit, the final word, his competitive edge both infuriating and magnetic. In 2018, a stroke blindsided him, snatching his voice and coordination in a single night, yanking the king of the auction floor into a hospital bed for weeks of grueling rehab. For a man who ruled with control, it was a humbling blow, forcing him off the show to fight a quieter battle, his own health. He clawed his way back, returning to auctions with a softer edge, less obsessed with dominating and more focused on savoring life's moments. Fans, even those who groaned at his antics, tipped their hats to his resilience, proof that even the loudest roar can find strength in silence. His comeback a testament to grit over bravado. Ivy Calvin, the king of Palmdale, stormed the Storage Wars scene like a gladiator, his arena football and MMA roots fueling a confidence that cleared paths. He could sniff out a gem, a rare vinyl or hidden antique, beneath a pile of junk in seconds, turning finds into gold at his shop, Grandma's Attic, where every item had a purpose. His booming laugh and quick jabs with rivals made him a standout, but over time, his presence waned, not from drama but a shift in priorities. Ivy turned to family and fitness, bringing his sons to auctions, transforming bids into father-son adventures rather than high-stakes wars. His low-key exit proved his biggest wins were off-screen, building a life richer than any locker's haul. Daryl Sheets, the fearless gambler, was the show's wild card, tossing stacks of cash at lockers on a hunch, his son Brandon often trailing, learning the art of calculated chaos. His all-in bets, chasing a rare painting or vintage gear, kept fans hooked, whether he struck gold or ate dust. In 2019, a heart attack hit like a sledgehammer, chest pain turning a routine day into a near-death ordeal, forcing the adrenaline junkie to slow down. His absence left a void, fans missing his daring wins and gut-wrenching flops. His fearless spirit a reminder that every gamble carries weight. Brandy Passanti and Jared Schultz were the show's electric duo, their yin-yang dynamic, her sharp-eyed caution, his reckless gusto, sparking magic. Brandy scanned lockers like a detective, weighing risks, while Jared dove in for the rush, her eye rolls and his grins a fan-favorite dance. Their thrift store flipped finds into cash, but their real treasure was their chemistry, balancing pragmatism and passion. Off-camera, cracks formed, and by 2020, their breakup quietly surfaced. No on-screen blowouts, just a painful split. Brandy hinted at a turbulent relationship, sparing details but admitting the toll, shifting focus to her kids and away from filming's grind. Jared faded from view, their absence dulling the show's spark, fans missing not just their bids but the alchemy of their partnership, a fleeting gem that didn't endure. Renee and Casey Nizota brought a powerhouse vibe. Renee's thunderous voice and keen eye for valuables paired with Casey's warm, detail-savvy balance. Veterans of the resale hustle, they moved as one. Renee's decades of treasure-hunting finesse meshing with Casey's knack for spotting quality and managing logistics. Their playful banter, shared cheers for wins, shrugs for duds, showed a partnership rooted in trust. In 2023, Renee's father's death from lung cancer rocked their world, his raw grief and gratitude to fans revealing a deeper layer, shifting their focus from auction triumphs to family and legacy, a pivot that grounded their journey beyond the spotlight. Dan and Laura Dotson were the show's pulse, Dan's rapid-fire auction chant turning dusty boxes into must-haves, Laura's radiant smile and quick wit keeping the vibe electric. In 2014, a brain aneurysm nearly stole Dan, his vision blurring before he collapsed, Laura's swift action rushing him to surgery that saved his life. Months of rehab followed, with Laura as his rock, and when he returned to the block, his chant was slower, his gratitude deeper. The scare reshaped them, their laughter louder, their bond iron-tight. A reminder that life's fragility sharpens its joys. Mary Padian, the quirky junkster, saw lockers as creative quests, not profit machines. Her journalism and architectural digest roots fueling a vision that turned rusty trunks or battered chairs into art. Her upbeat, collaborative spirit, teaming up with castmates, not clashing, set her apart on Storage Wars, Texas, and the main show, her infectious glee over small finds winning fans. Over time, she stepped back, pouring energy into her online store, crafting upcycled treasures, and chasing personal adventures like travel, proving the hunt was about passion, not just cash. Her legacy a spark of beauty in the overlooked. Emily Wares crashed onto the scene in Season 10, a 27-year-old auctioneer with a chance so fast it dazzled, trained by her father and already a champ in a male-heavy field. Her crisp style and witty banter with bidders brought fresh fire, but after a season, she chose family over fame, marrying, starting a family, and singing at local gigs, her talents stretching beyond the gavel. Fans craved more, but her pivot showed a life unbound by the auction block. Kenny Crossley, the New Orleans charmer, lit up auctions with a southern drawl and quick wit, turning dud lockers into laugh-out-loud moments. A former cop with a kaleidoscope of odd jobs, he stumbled into Storage Wars via Barry Weiss, first as a sidekick, then a star. His easygoing bids targeted quirky finds, his one-liners defusing tense showdowns. He later drifted to a clothing line and donut shop, chasing ventures that matched his free spirit, leaving fans clamoring online for his return. The Storage Wars crew didn't vanish in a haze of scandal or tragedy. Life tugged them away, from health battles to family focus to new dreams. Each faced their own locker of trials, proving the Real treasure lies not in the units they cracked, but in the lives they forged, their stories richer than any auction score.